What's up, y'all? Y'all know who it is, man. Your boy JP. We're here in the Grand Marquis. Yeah, that rhyme. Either way, we already did the poles on the inside. We sprayed them with the liquid sound deadener from Second Skin. It's called Spectrum. It worked perfect, just like I wanted it to work. But another thing that we have to address is that little channel right there at the top. So I knew that I wasn't going to have any cabin light whatsoever because of course there's no headliner because all this is a steel cage, right? This is actually from Race Sport Lighting. Let's make a notch right there at the top, and then let's also put one on the inside. Okay, simple enough. Now, when I went and picked the car up, of course I didn't ask to look at the lights, something that I probably should have did, but at the end of the day, I did not. I was just excited to get the car. I come home, and then my homeboy come over. Of course, he wanted to check out the car, so I'm like, I bet, man. I said, tell you what, let me turn the lights on so you can see. The controller is in the back. When I turn the lights on, this one works, but the one that was up here did not work. Come to find out, this wasn't even mounted inside of here. It was literally just sitting just like that. It was sitting just like that. It didn't have no screws in it or whatever. So now I'm like, why it ain't working? Oh, it wasn't working because this part right here, the wire was broke. Why was the wire broke? There was a brand new underbody kit, and that was supposed to be what's going to light up the inside of the vehicle, and now it don't work. So I'm like, okay, let's just run a whole new one because I can easily get this replaced, or I got these were the two 48s. Let me at least put one of the 36s up here for the time being because it's all in the same kit. That hole is not big enough for that, what they call the JST, whatever, the little 3-pin plug that goes on the other end of this. That hole is not big enough for that. Not only that, I don't have any accessibility. So what if something happened to these lights, like case in point, what we got going on right now, and I need to change them out, and I can't. I am pulling on this with my mic, and I can't get it out. So we need to fix that. My biggest things in every installation that I do is accessibility. I want to be able to access everything just in case I need to replace something. That's not the case here. Long story short, we need to go ahead and fix it. So this is what I'm going to do. This right here is the old light controller for the underbody kit, and they all have their own individual channels as far as the little JS little 4-pin plugs. But what they did is they took these two, spliced them together, and wired them up right here. So not using these anymore. So we're gonna go ahead and just cut that. We are starting over fresh. Anybody got time to be fighting through this and all that other foam that's packed in? Anybody got time for that? I tried for about 10 minutes and I already got pissed off. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna drill a hole. So I screwed up on my first hole. I was drilling this first hole and I think I was ending up going up. It was not coming out through the other side, but I did more of a straight and got it coming out right there. Oh, that was horrible sounding. Yeah, I had to go get that long boy. This right here was $20, 1/4 inch. Nice 1/4 inch hole. So we just need that wire to go through here, come out here, go through there. I feel like that should have been done the first time, but is what it is. Now let's go make the light. So now that we got that hole drilled, we want to go ahead and make our own LED strip. In order to do that, we need a couple pieces. This right here is aluminum channel. We have our LED. We're using the cob lighting, and we're going to put that inside our channel. So we also have a 3-wire 22 gauge wire, and it's the exact same wire that they have on the LED strip. These strips are going to have to go through the little holes that we did over the top of the enclosure into the trunk. So I went ahead and cut those so we don't have to worry about it. And to connect the wires to the LED strip, I went ahead and picked up some of these 3-pin connectors by the same company that made the LEDs. Now, so we're going to try these out. Not gonna lie, y'all, hacksaw's not the best thing to use. I did bring my Dremel home, so I'm gonna see if I have an attachment that'll help me cut through this metal. This hacksaw is not the best option. A 1,000 times easier. There's 2 simple holes. one on each end. So we got that thing right there crimped down, and what I'm probably going to do is not tape the end part. That way we can actually get to the screw. So I'll probably come down probably like right here. That way I can just kind of move that out the way, screw it down, and then tape this part down, but I still got access to that. All right, so we're probably moving a little fast, but this is really, really simple. You measure out how much feet you need on your channel, cut the channel, drill a couple holes so we can mount it, take your LED strip, and just line it in there. It's stuck, it's not coming out. And then I crimp these ends on here, and we're pretty much done. So now what I want to do is pretty much show y'all the difference between using a diffuser and not using a diffuser. Now I understand that at a far distance this still looks good because the LED, the cob light, is actually diffused already. You don't see the individual LED, but if you come up close you can still see the LED strip, and since this is going on the interior, we don't want this shown. And now all you see is full glow, no LED strip. And that thing bright, and that's brightness coming off of just a 12-volt battery. That's not even hooked up to the car. Alright, now looking pretty good now. Hold up, let's do the front now. Let's do the front. I gotta finish putting the diffuser on. These things just snap into place. Alright. So that's what we came from, and this is what we went to. From having this 50-50 LED strip where you can see each individual LED to that right there diffused. I mean, you understand that it's a light, but when I turn that boy on, it's gonna be fire. Now, so what I had to do, I took the old wire out and I had to take a 1/4-inch drill bit and open up that hole just a little bit more. It's the same drill bit that we used to actually go through all of this wood right here on the top side. Open that up a little bit to where I can stick 2 of these, just kind of a pair of these wires all the way through, and as you can see, it's hanging outside right there, kind of waiting on me. But I wanted to leave this much slack because you already know we got to clean the wiring up. We're going to use some tester tape. This is the exterior. Bring that into the light. Okay, so we have our wire tester tape all the way coming to the back inside the trunk. We temporarily have our Bluetooth controller hooked up to our Milwaukee M12 battery. Now let's go see what that thing look like. Woo! Yes, sir. And see, that's what I'm talking about, man. Everything lit up on the inside. Boom, that's all we needed, cabin light. Not only do we have cabin light, we have the light up here. Looks so good. The only downside to having a diffuser is that it takes away from the brightness, because in order to diffuse, it's more of a translucent, not transparent. If it was transparent, then it would just be clear. I don't want it to be clear. I want it to be to where you don't see not one individual LED, and that's exactly what we got, but it is a little bit more dim than what it would be if we didn't have the diffuser on there. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna take off one side of it. I ain't gotta take off the whole thing. Y'all see it's just a tad, a little bit more. I don't know. What y'all think? Y'all think that actually makes a difference with the diffuser on or off? Cause it's still bright. I think it's just a little bit more bright. I can actually see the glow come out all the way up to here, up here, and back here. It's just a little bit smaller, but I don't know, it might not be that much of a difference to where we would need to take it off. So of course that's green. That's red. Good God, the blue. Blue's ultra bright. And that's white. That is solid white. That is not a combination of a couple LEDs to make white. That is pure solid white. I'm more of a warm white type of person. It's kind of easier on the eyes, but yeah, that lights up exactly. That's exactly what I wanted. It lights up the interior because we don't have anything, because we got that steel cage. That's exactly what I wanted. All right, y'all, that's gonna be about it for this one, man. We got the lights in, we got the diffusers on. I have my cabin light. Is exactly what I wanted. This lighting is really good inside the vehicle. So now when I'm demoing at night, everybody can see. You know what I'm saying? So one thing I don't like is when you're at a show or you're at a night show and you want to get a demo and then you want to show the subs and all that type of stuff, but it's just too dark. And then that little courtesy light that you have on the front is not bright enough. So you got to use your flash and all that type of stuff, waste your battery. Nah, we got enclosure light, we have cabin light, we're good to go. The next thing we're going to do is tackle this dash, because we have something special from a brand that I'm not going to say just yet, because we're going to go ahead and release that information here pretty soon. I'm going to actually do a collaboration with my other channel, JP the Install Guy, so y'all can see what's going on. But we're going to be molding a pretty big screen, and y'all need to stay tuned for that. So if you guys found any type of value in the video, or you just was entertained, or you're happy that we're back working on the car, make sure you smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, share, comment if you want to. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on no more updates. I told y'all we working on the car this time. We actually working on it. I'm excited, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. So till next time, this your boy JP signing out. God bless you. Peace.